Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It is me, Gorgeous Gold. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. This reading is for my earth signs. So this is meant to resonate with Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. I really do want to take the time to just give thanks to everybody that's been supporting me. I love you guys and I'm so very grateful for you. If you're new and this message resonates, please hit that subscribe button. Also guys, please make sure that you're liking these videos, commenting on these videos. I'm trying to reach as many people in the collective as possible. All right, now that we're done with business, let's jump in. I want to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and everybody that's tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white light, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. Okay, what's going on? Ooh, okay, earth signs. First card out is the 8 of Wands. Wow, starting off strong. I feel like it's been a minute since I came on with these readings. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. We got that Temperance energy. Okay, give me 2 more cards. One more, or 2 more actually. Cards are literally not wanting to. All right, Page of Wands. And let's see, 1 more card for the outcome for my earth signs. Okay, that's way too many. We had 3 cards come out, the World card, the 7 of Swords, and I didn't even look at the other one. As I said that, 5 of Swords flipped out. All right, so earth signs, in this time and in this space, you're in this 8 of Wands energy. There's some loads that you're needing to carry somewhere to drop them off. What I'm meaning by this is it's like we're reaching the end of the year. And in fact, this reading is running through to the end of the year. So this is the last Saturday in this decade, in this year. And you're in this space where everything that has occurred for you, I feel like over this last year, you're thinking about it and you're trying to figure out, how do you want to conquer some of these demons? How do you want to move forward based on everything that you know now? Looking at your entire situation, looking at the cards you were dealt, and looking at the parts that you played, as well as the parts that others may have played, looking at everything full circle as a whole. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be for this next decade? What do you want to accomplish? Who do you want to show up as? Those are the questions that I hear are on your mind right now. And some of you guys are in this heavy kind of space, and it's not necessarily heavy, but it's literally really reflective. And as I'm even channeling for you, I feel like you're constantly doubting yourself and going back and forth. You're not sure exactly what it is that you want, and you're not sure exactly what it is that you've been hoping to manifest and what it is that's going on necessarily. There's a lot of different situations that are being presented to you, and I feel that some of you guys have been asking for certain things and they're starting to come in. But now that you're starting to make progress with certain things, it's kind of like you're taking the time to sit back and make sure that this is actually really what you want, or if there's another way for you to do something, or if there's another way that you want to go about things. I see you in this just this state of you're working, but you want to make sure that what you're working towards is actually what you are in alignment with. There are new beginnings being presented to you in the physical, so it's not, things that, because we often have those new beginnings, but they're internal. No, this is because you've been battling and going through these internal battles and these internal, what's the word I'm looking for? Just internal reflections. You've been doing a lot of introspection. Because you've been doing those things, there's a new beginning being presented to you on the outside. For some of you guys, I do see children coming into this present moment. And I also am seeing that there is a connection or a relationship that may be rejuvenated, or there's a connection or Kendi, sorry, I am watching my friend's dog and she's outside barking. Kendi, come here. Kendi. Come here. No, we're not going to do that. All right, so sorry about that. But because of the introspection, there is this new beginning. Some of you guys are entering new relationships or finding restoration within the relationships that you're already in. Others of you guys, I do hear someone has gotten fired, and so they've been applying to all these jobs or looking for new jobs, and now it's like this week through the end of the year, there's going to be those opportunities, or through to the beginning of the year, I'm sorry. There's going to be those opportunities presented to you where you're able to really see what it is that you are going to get, and really see that some of the opportunities that you've received that maybe you turned down were actually going to be very lucrative for you and give you that new beginning that you've been seeking. I also just heard that someone was going through custody problems or going through some kind of dispute, and there's going to be a new beginning within that, and there's going to be a sense of peace that is restored within the situation. So there's just a lot of different energies that I'm pulling on a lot of different messages. If it's not legal necessarily, because I'm really hearing a lot of legal things that you're going to be receiving new beginnings in, it's like you receive a second chance. There's been something that you've been battling, and you're receiving a second chance on it. The Temperance card is grounding your entire week. So what this is saying is that there is a sense of balance being placed into your life. There's a sense of the scales becoming balanced. There's a sense of you really being balanced within, which is creating this outer harmony that you haven't really experienced before. And so through the end of the year, you're very reflective, but you're also really starting to pay attention and reap the benefits of things that you're working towards because of the balance that's flowing in. I do see you being very emotionally balanced. So when this new beginning is presented to you, or when these jobs come in, whatever it is that's new to you that's coming in, some of you guys are going to be starting school. Some of you guys are going to be, like I said, starting a family. There's just a lot of different areas that are going to be new. But I do see that this Temperance card is coming in to just say that everything is becoming balanced because you are becoming balanced. You are beginning a spiritual journey because this Temperance card, unlike others, has that wand. So what that means to me is that you are becoming very spiritually aligned. You still are protecting yourself as you should be, and you're still doing a lot of cutting out. With him holding the knife that way, I feel like he's very, I don't know if you can see it. You're doing a lot of things, cutting out a lot of behaviors, toxicity within your own body to create balance in your emotions and balance within your life. You're starting to pay attention to the areas of maybe some of the behaviors and emotions that you've been displaying that have caused misalignment in your life. You are also starting to cut toxic people out of your life if there's situations that, have made you feel down or made you feel insignificant or made you feel like you weren't going to succeed in this life. You're going to cut those out. There's some people from your past that may have bullied you or told you that you weren't going to be successful or doubted every single step that you've made in your life. And those are the people that you're walking away from. And you're also walking away from those behaviors and those mindsets within yourself that have made you feel like you weren't enough. And I know that this message is resonating with me because even as I'm going throughout this week, I've been thinking so hard about all of just my life in general. And it runs deeper than the past years. Specifically in the past year, I'm noticing some repeated behaviors or patterns that I've played into my own life that have caused me to be in a space that is in misalignment with what I've been asking the universe for. And this morning, in fact, I woke up and I was thinking about that. I'm like, I keep asking the universe for this, but I'm showing the universe this. You can't ask for this, but have your vibrational frequency be down here. So it's just like that radio station. You need to be in tune with your emotions and in tune with the frequency in which you're trying to attract. So this is about you making those plans and getting back in alignment with them. And all of us are guilty of making plans and then letting them go, or letting those doubts get the best of us, or getting into a relationship but remaining closed off because we're bringing bringing the things with us from past relationships or from our parents or from our siblings. Like, we're bringing all of that into what is new, and it doesn't really give it the chance to flourish. So this is about seeing the areas of your life where you've been allowing the past to kind of manipulate the present moment or manipulate the future moments, and cutting those aspects out. It's time for you to really open your heart, earth signs, and not really go into this space of being closed off to the world. One of my friends told me one time that don't be closed off to the world. You're too good of a person, and everyone needs to be able to see your heart. And that's what I'm going to say to you, earth signs. Like, don't allow the past to close you off to the world. People deserve to know who you are. People deserve to know your soul. People deserve to know that skill and that talent that you bring to the table and that you bring to the world, because no one can be you but you. You have that specific fingerprint. You have that specific DNA coding. You have those specific wants in your heart. If you're an artist, paint. Put that art out there. If you're a writer or a poet or a dancer, whatever it is, express your beauty through the world, because everyone deserves to know you, earth signs. And remember that as you come out of this show, because moving into the end of the week, I feel like there's a message that flows into you. And this message sets you free, and it's like you're finally willing and able to accept things for what they are and move forward accordingly. And whatever message this is, it just kind of puts you in this space of understanding. It's like where you've been doubting or questioning things or not quite sure which way to go, letting this past energy linger, you are done. And by the end of the week, I see you in the Five of Swords. But this Five of Swords, I'm not reading it that way. I'm reading it in the way of change coming to those areas of your life where you've been neglecting and honoring your truth, or change coming to those areas of your life where you've been feeling the need to be defensive towards everyone around you, or feeling the need to be defensive towards yourself. There's a major transformation that is on the horizon for you, earth signs, and this change doesn't come without you really going and undergoing this introspection. This change doesn't come without you accepting all of those parts of yourself that maybe you didn't want to face. And maybe you weren't ready to acknowledge that this is what it was. But it's time. And you cannot keep sitting here defending yourself against things that you don't need to defend yourself against. Honestly, it's none of your business what anyone else says about you. And those negative thoughts that you've been feeling, or those negative emotions or thoughts or feelings that are coming up to the surface, those are to be healed, not to break you down, not to make you feel like you're not going to make it or be successful, not to make you feel like your labor is in vain. You've done everything you've done, healed everything you've healed for a specific reason, and it's time. So, let's see. Let me get some clarity. What's the Eight of Wands? We're going to dive a little deeper. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Okay? We had the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands come out. Sorry. I don't know why I'm holding them like that. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Temperance. Wow, we have the Two of Swords. There's a lot of decisions needing to be made right now. Four of Wands, or what? Four of Wands. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands. And the last but not least, the Five of Swords. Okay. The Moon card. Alright. So, when I pulled the five, and grounding the deck is the Six of Wands. I love this. You have a lot of spiritual shifts that are within your body and within your situation right now that are taking place. And even if you are not fully conscious or aware of this very moment that you are sitting in is very spiritually aligning. The Five of Pentacles clarified by what? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, first of all, let's address her. She's so intuitive, and it's like the answers that she seeks, she soon realizes that they're all within. I use she because she is a woman on the card, but that does not mean that men are not, you know, in this reading. What I'm getting at is that you are realizing, it's like, once you release yourself from the Five of Pentacles energy and whatever burdens you've been carried, you're able to see the spiritual movement within this moment. You're able to see the spiritual growth and the messages that are flowing into your life. You're able to know that things are aligning, things are happening to align you with the moments that are precious for you, with the moments that are going to mean something years from now. And it's realizing that this Five of Pentacles energy is temporarily. It's temporary. You know, scales constantly are being within balance. And sometimes we allow life, because we are still human beings. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. But those human qualities do creep in sometimes. And we get into those places where we don't know or understand what we need to do, what we need to honor, or just, I don't know. It's like you're confused right now because you're sitting in this space of being led by human emotions instead of turning within to see the spiritual meaning behind everything that's happening. And when you allow your human emotions to take over, we miss our lessons and we have to repeat those same cycles. And we miss the abundance that's flowing in because we are literally walking around blind. Like it gets difficult. We make things harder than they have to be. When we accept the lessons that the universe is trying to send us, we're able to move in this peaceful state. So this is just about you taking inventory of your life and seeing those areas that are there right now and seeing what you need to do to make things different. Because the truth of the matter is, Earth signs, the present moment was never meant to break you. It was meant to spiritually align you with your truth. And I do see you this week realizing that and honoring that. So we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. Sorry, she's over there playing and it's cute. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out. And the first thing I heard when I saw this card, it's no coincidence that there's one pentacle in each of these that's giant that you're focusing on. So there's a new beginning, and it is the new beginning. You're going to be receiving some ideas this week, or maybe you have those thoughts. You see something and it's like, ooh, maybe I should do that, or maybe I should do that, or maybe I should do this. The universe is sending you signs constantly and abundantly. And what I mean when I say abundantly, I mean that they're flowing like this. Like it's like the rhythm of a clock. That's what I'm hearing. They're that steady. So whatever signs you're receiving, they are for your highest good. They are to lead you to that place where you're meant to go. They are to lead you to your golden ticket, to lead you to your escape, to lead you to those moments within yourself where everything is what you've been asking for, to allow you to see those new beginnings and to honor them. But you have to make the decision to balance the scales. You have to make the decision about what it is that you want, and also make a decision about those areas of your life, like I said, where things aren't flowing for you, or where things are out of alignment, where things don't feel good, and where you've played a part into that, or where other people have played a part into that. This is you just looking at everything as a whole. Getting to the present moment, breaking things down, finding some balance, making some decisions, cutting things out, cutting out toxicity, cutting it out within yourself, cutting it out outside of you. For some of you guys, I hear that there is a very toxic mindset that has been dragging you down. And every time you think you've defeated it, the ego brings it back in. And this is about you finally getting to that space of knowing and trusting that the universe has your back and things are working in your favor. But you have to make the decision to change the narrative and see it from that perspective. See the spiritual meaning behind it. Because when you realize the spiritual meaning behind things, it makes it easier to deal with. It makes it easier to face. Not saying that it makes it, you just accept the spiritual meaning and then it's just like, la, 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 like you're skipping. No, you can see the spiritual meaning behind it and it still gives you feelings because you're still a human. But when you accept the spiritual meaning, it's like, okay, this happened. I'm sad. I'm going to feel these emotions. But what do I do to move forward? How do I become a warrior? How do I use the situation that was sent to wound me a little bit, to give me that scar, but wasn't sent to break me? How do I take all of my current circumstances and use them for the highest good, not only for myself, but for the entire collective? If this is within a relationship, it's utilizing all of those negative occurrences that have happened to bring you to a space that is closer than you've ever believed, to bring you to a space that is of a higher vibration and of a loving and peaceful energy, bringing you to this space of trusting that you have all of the tools, all of the skills, everything that you need to make it on the other side of this lesson in you. And anything that was taken away or that you feel you've lost, it wasn't because you've lost it. It was because it didn't serve you. It was because it wasn't supposed to go with you into this next cycle. Wasn't supposed to go with you into this next decade. It wasn't supposed to be here. So it's time to be the warrior that you are and accept your life. This week we ended with the moon card. And considering that we had a new moon in Capricorn and a solar eclipse, this is just saying that that's why you're feeling this energy. Capricorn is a fellow earth sign. So it's like you're in this space of just being in this reflective mode, and you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to feel these emotions. You're supposed to be sitting here and trying to think of all the situations that have led you to this present moment. You're supposed to be sitting here and wondering, what do I do differently? How do I move differently? What do I need? What do I want in this lifetime? What is it that I'm hoping to discover? And what is it that I'm hoping to attract? What do you want? That's earth signs. That's literally what your message is. What is it that you want? So I pulled an oracle card, a Sacred Rebels oracle card for us. I started to shuffle, but I didn't have to. It literally just was the first card I noticed and it fell out. Anyways, the card is the power of attraction. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic that's yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future-oriented? You see, there's magic in this moment too. There's something arising within you out of the depths of your being. In this process, there's a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated. This is your time to play with fertility. I told y'all I seen some babies for some of you guys. To conceive, create, and embark upon the process of transformation within an open heart and mind. You may not know where it is all going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly perfectly what is needed. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you simply to be. You are a big soul, and with that often comes big dreams. You might worry that you want too much out of life. Perhaps that you think that you are only capable of small dreams. This oracle is guiding you to remember that there are stages of creation. A house cannot be built without the flooring. No matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to install are, the walls need to be up first. Your big life dreams are a work in progress, just like you. If you have been working on healing something within you, started a new creative project, or just taken on a new job or a relationship, and feel that although you are getting some results, you are impatient for more, doubt that you can continue or ever find the zone or become proficient in the situation at hand, then this oracle comes as reinforcement. You are doing well. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. Celebrate each success, even the small ones. You are creating something of worth. Be patient, keep going, and trust. This oracle comes with a special message. You have recently completed a cycle or a level of manifestation and are transitioning into the next level or experience. Like a big fish leaving the small pond and feeling like a rather small fish in a bigger pond, there will be some getting used to it time needed as you find your way. This will add to what you have already done and bring valuable expansion to your realization of your abilities, as well as many new relationships and opportunities to help you go further on your journey. What you're in the process of creating will benefit from this stage of your process. Whether your creation is simply your sacred life, a particular creative work, or an actual child, there is a positive and constructive energy that is unfolding for you now. To boost this process and carry you further along the way, do you dare to dream and believe in your dream until it manifests? Even if naysayers challenge you, of course you do, Sacred Rebel. This oracle brings you guidance. You're going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in progress and bring it to fruition. Remain open to receive and trust in the unfolding of your life experiences. Do not turn away. All of the necessary elements are coming together. Allow this integration to occur so that you can manifest your dreams. Wow, Earth signs, that message summed the entire reading up. You guys have the power to do whatever it is that you want to. I love you guys, and I'm so grateful for all of y'all that have tuned in. Please make sure that you like this video. Thank you so much, and I send you loving energy. Namaste.